You walk into the room, someone looks at you and says, "So tell me about yourself." And just like that, your mind goes completely blank. You know who you are, you know what you do, but the words just won't come out right. You either say too much, stumble over your sentences, or give such a short answer that the other person is just standing there waiting, wondering if you're done. Sound familiar? Yeah. This happens to almost every English learner at some point. And the frustrating part is, it's not about your vocabulary, it's not about your grammar. It's about not having the right structure in your head when that moment comes. And here's the thing, even confident English speakers sometimes freeze during introductions, because nobody ever actually teaches you wow to introduce yourself. They just expect you to know. Well, today that changes. In this video, I'm giving you a simple, clear formula to introduce yourself in English in any situation, formal, semi-formal, or casual. Plus, I'm going to show you the 5 mistakes that make introductions go awkward so you can avoid every single one of them. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about why your introduction matters more than you probably think it does. Your introduction is not just a formality. It is the first data point another person collects about you. And research backs this up in a big way. A Princeton University study found that people form a first impression of a stranger in just 1/10 of a second, literally a fraction of a blink. Another study of 2,000 adults found that a third of people make up their mind about someone in under 10 seconds. Before you've said anything meaningful, before they know your skills, your experience, your personality, they are already forming an impression based on how you introduce yourself. How you speak, how you carry yourself, how clear and confident you sound in those first few sentences. And here's something most people don't realize. A smooth, confident introduction makes everything after it easier. The rest of the conversation flows better. The other person is more relaxed. They're more interested because you set the tone right from the start. So this is worth getting right. And with the formula I'm about to give you, you will. Okay, so here's the key thing you need to understand before we go into the phrases. There is no single one-size-fits-all introduction in English. The way you introduce yourself completely changes depending on the situation you're in. There are 3 types: formal, semi-formal, and casual. And we're covering all 3 today because the last thing you want is to use your job interview introduction at a party. Trust me, awkward. Let's start with a formal introduction. Imagine the situation: you walk into a job interview. You sit down. The interviewer looks at you and says, "So, tell me a little about yourself." This is your moment, and here's the exact structure to use. 4 parts: name, background, current role, purpose. That's the whole formula. It sounds like this. Good morning. My name is Daniel. I have a background in digital marketing, with around 4 years of experience working on content strategy and brand growth. Currently, I'm working as a marketing lead at a tech startup. I'm here today because I'm genuinely excited about this role, and I believe the work I've done maps really closely to what your team is focused on. That's it. Clean, confident, professional, not too long, not too short, and notice it ends with purpose. Why are you there? That last line is what most people skip, and it's actually the most powerful part of the whole introduction. It shows you're not just reading off a script, you're intentional. You know why you're in that room. Now let me break it down quickly. Part 1, your name. Slow down here. Most people rush through their name because they're nervous. Don't. Say it clearly. Give the other person a second to actually register it. My name is Daniel. Simple, unhurried. Confident. Part 2, your background. 1 sentence. 2 maximum. Where are you coming from professionally? I have a background in finance. Or, I studied engineering and have been working in the manufacturing space for a few years. Don't go into a full story here. 1 line. Part 3, current role. What are you doing right now? Currently, I'm working as, or, right now I'm, or, at the moment I'm pursuing. 1 line. Specific and clear. Part 4, your purpose. Why are you in this conversation? I'm here because I'm really excited about, or I'm looking forward to exploring how I can contribute to. This is the line that separates an average introduction from a memorable one. Put those four parts together, practice it out loud, and you. Faye got a formal introduction that actually works. Now let's talk about the semi-formal introduction. This one's for situations that are professional but more relaxed. First day at a new job, a team meeting, a work event, a video call with people you haven't met before. The pressure is lower, but you still want to come across as warm and competent. The structure here is simpler: name, role, and one personal touch. Like this, but hey everyone, I'm James. I just joined the content team as a writer, and I'm really excited to be here. Still getting to know everyone, so please feel free to say hello anytime. Outside of work, I'm a huge football fan, so if anyone wants to argue about the best team in the world, I'm ready for that conversation. See what happened there? He covered the professional basics, name and role, but that last line about football, that's what people will remember. That's what someone will walk up to him about later and say, "Hey, what team do you support?" And just like that, a real connection is made. In semi-formal introductions, always add one personal detail at the end. A hobby, something you're passionate about, a fun fact. Just one line, but make it genuine. People can tell when it's forced. Some phrases that work well here. I'm really excited to be part of the team. Still finding my way around, but loving it so far. Feel free to reach out. I'd love to connect with everyone. Warm, professional, human. That's the semi-formal sweet spot. Now, the casual introduction, and this one, honestly, is where most people overcomplicate things. Casual introductions are for everyday social situations. Meeting someone at an event, making a new friend, starting a conversation with someone you just met. And the number one rule here is keep it short and end with a question. Like this: "Hey, I'm Ryan. I actually just moved to this city about 2 months ago, still figuring everything out." How long have you been here? That's the whole thing. Name, one small detail, one question. Done. The question is everything. Because the moment you ask a question, you turn your introduction into a conversation. You stop performing and start connecting. And that's what casual introductions are really about. A few more examples. "Hi, I don't think we've met." "I'm Chris." "Hey, are you here for the first time too?" "I'm Marcus." "Nice to meet you. I'm Nadia. How do you know everyone here?" Short, natural, friendly, no speech, no resume. Just a human moment. Okay, now let's talk about the 5 mistakes that make introductions go wrong. Because I see these all the time and they're all completely avoidable. Mistake number 1, saying too much. Your introduction is not a presentation. It is an opening line. Keep it focused. Create curiosity. Don't answer every question before it's even been asked. Mistake number 2, speaking too fast. Nervousness speeds you up. Consciously slow down. Every word should land clearly and comfortably. Mistake number 3, too many filler words. Like, basically, these words weaken everything you say. They make you sound unsure even when you're not. Practice your introduction until it flows without them. Mistake number 4, no eye contact. Whether in person or on a screen, look at the person you're talking to. Not at your notes, not at the floor. Eye contact is confidence made visible. And mistake number 5, forgetting to smile. This one is so simple and so massively underrated. A genuine smile makes your introduction instantly approachable. It tells the other person, "I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to meet you." Never skip it. All right, here's your takeaway. Use this template, fill in your own details, and practice it out loud today. "Hi, my name is your name. I have a background in your field. Right now, I'm your current role or situation. I'm really excited about Summer Chiedo. What drives you drives. You'd right to meet you." That works in almost any situation. The formal version, add your purpose at the end. The semi-formal version, add one personal detail. The casual version, cut it in half and end with a question. Say it out loud. Record yourself on your phone. Listen back. Do it 3 times. You will be surprised how quickly it starts to feel completely natural. Introducing yourself confidently in English is not about being perfect. It's about being clear, being present, and showing up with a little bit of energy. You do those 3 things, and people will remember you. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. It really does help this channel grow. And if you want to keep improving your English with practical, real-world lessons, hit subscribe so you never miss a video. There's a lot more coming and you don't want to fall behind. See you in the next one. Keep practicing. You got this.